It's time for the Smash Our Stash collaboration, and this month the theme was inks. Hey, it's Beth. Welcome. It is the Smash Our Stash collaboration. This is a collaboration that I host each month that focuses on helping you to use up items in your stash, usually the consumable type items in your stash. Sometimes it's things that are easily hoarded, or maybe they were popular at one time and then they've been forgotten. But the point is to try and use up items, like, use these things up from your stash. And there is a group of collaborators that are participating each month, and so there's a hashtag up in the title and in the description box below that if you click on, it should bring up the videos for those participating in this month's collaboration. If for some reason it brings in some weird stuff when you click on the hashtag, there should be an option to refine search to hashtag only or something like that, and that will clean the search list up for you a bit. But this month's theme was a little different. Normally we work with like papers, embellishments, or like more tangible items, I guess, easier to use up, we'll say that. But this month it was inks, and so this can be any type of ink. It could be like, just your normal type of ink that you stamp sentiments with. It could be distress oxide ink where you can blend. It can be spray inks or mists or things like that. Alcohol inks, just any ink goes this month. And this is one of those things that we added because there's a lot of people that have like the sprays, the mists and the sprays, and I have this. I don't know that I've ever used it. So, and I was hoping to be able to play with some of the stuff this month that's kind of new, kind of experiment, but I didn't really have a whole lot of time. So I kind of stuck with some more practical ink uses. But hopefully you'll get some different ideas and inspiration as you go through the collaborators to see, different ways to use your inks. So I had been going, when I was finishing off my fall pad and had gone through my fall embellishments, I ran across some pumpkins that I had die cut, I want to say 2 years ago. It's been a while. And at the time, I was inking them up and then using them as embellishments. And so I even had my little dauber for the orange was in a baggie with these. So it was kind of halfway ready for me to finish. So, and this was something that I could take to, I think I took it to the girls' dance one night while I was waiting for them to get out of their dance class. And it was just quick. I just took some orange ink and some brown ink and inked up the pumpkins. I wasn't trying to go for any type of fancy shading, but there is a little bit of variegation in the color just with like how it came out. And then after I stamped Harvest Blessings on them so they can actually be like an embellishment with a sentiment on it. So this is just really simple. Again, like I said, I didn't do any fancy shading, just added orange ink to the pumpkin and brown ink to the stem. And they all kind of came out a little bit different. So this is kind of interesting. Some are darker than others, and so that was probably the most technique related thing that I did, even if that. But I decided again to be practical because this is a really busy time of year for me, for everyone really. And I have a stash of white cardstock strips sitting on my desk that I try to grab for sentiments. And so I decided to stamp a bunch of sentiments, and that way I have them ready and I can use. I tried to focus on sentiments that I knew I would use maybe throughout the rest of this year on the projects that might be coming up, and just stamped a bunch of sentiments so that they are ready to go for me to create cards with throughout the rest of the year. And this made no dent in the stash of cardstock strips that I had. I was hoping to maybe go through some more than I did, but that's okay. So I have some happy Thanksgivings and hellos I tried to, like, if the sentiment didn't fill the whole strip, then I would come in at the other end and do something season's greetings, Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. Then I had some bigger stamps that I hadn't ever used before, and so I thought this was a good time, especially because they fit perfectly on these strip. Season's greetings, wishing you one of a kind birthday, happy holidays, birthday. And I was testing out the Harvest Blessings stamp. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. A different Merry Christmas, kind of like fancier. And then I had some room left, so I stamped coffee mug that I have a die that will cut out. And the same on these, I had some room left. So this is a Christmas tree that I have a die that can cut out. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. All is calm and bright. Sleigh rides and hot cocoa. I thought if I'm making any more hot cocoa packs for Christmas this year, those will come in handy. Celebrate your big day with cake. More happy holidays, and then sweet Christmas wishes. This could be on the hot cocoa packets or a card, depending on what I'm making. So again, nothing super fancy, nothing really creative or elaborate that I did, but I did finally finish off a project that I started several years ago and then got a bunch of sentiments ready to use. So hopefully I am in a good position to just create a way for the rest of this year. Again, be sure to check out the hashtag to see all the other participants and what they made with ink this month. And as always, I thank you all so much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.